of you voted for event management. Why? Are you just sick of COVID or what? Why
Because I
is
think previous class already discussed about the pandemic.
but now it's an endemic, Salisa.
Oh, endemic. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But you just don't want to talk about it anymore, yeah? It's like COVID, go away already. Okay, now let's go and start with our lesson for tonight, right? So if you can see the screen, let me just make the screen bigger. Okay, so tonight, everybody will be talking about planning events or managing events. So what are the lesson objectives? Hopefully we'll be able to cover some of the lesson objectives. So number one, you are going to understand the process and flow of managing events, if not the entire process, at least some parts of the process and flow. Because I think everybody at some points of their lives have been involved in managing events, right? Even at school level, managing a class party, that's considered an event as well. So I'm sure every one of us have at some point managed an event. And number two, we're going to learn new words and phrases, so vocabulary related to events. And finally, in your final speaking activity, you are going to plan an event using WH questions. Now, what are the WH questions? If anybody can tell me.
What, when,
What,
who,
when,
Where?
who,
how.
how. So yeah, a basic WH questions. Yeah, we will use the WH questions and you will see how that can be used to plan your event. Right. So let's look at the next one. I found this saying online. I think this is said by this media and events group. I'm sure they're a corporate group that plans event. So they said that events connect people, breeds innovation, builds communities, and events spark change. Now, what do you understand by this quote or saying? What does it tell you about events? Which one do you agree with? Do you agree that events connect people? Or do you agree that events breed innovation? Or do events build communities? Or do they spark change? Which one do you agree mostly with? Siti, you want to say something?
Maybe event can connect people.
How do they connect people?
Okay, because during event we tend to see different background people. Okay, so from that we can exchange our idea, our opinion.
Yes,
So
that's good.
because we have different backgrounds, so we have tend to have different opinion and thinking.
True, true. Yes. So events can connect different types of people, kan? Right,
Yes.
agree. What about events can breed innovation? Anyone would like to elaborate on that? What do you think that means? Events breed innovation. Breed tu maksud dia melahirkan. So melahirkan inovasi. How does that happen? Do you have any idea? Does anyone have any idea? How events can breed innovation? Let me ask Liana. Liana, what do you think? How can events breed innovation?
Um, mm, my point of view, I think innovation can create. No, event can create innovation.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because um, when we are handling the event, sometimes the program that include in the event is to do discussion with
Uh-huh.
among the members.
Uh-huh.
So when we are doing the discussion, we put like we gather all the different opinions from the other,
Mhm.
so we can so from that we can come up with something new.
Good. Yes. And if you want to say innovation creates events, pun boleh je. Right? Because coming up with an event, that's actually an innovation. That's why sometimes people have awards for event planners and event managers. The most outstanding event of the year, the most outstanding wedding of the year. So yes, innovation can also create events because creative people, innovative people, they show that by throwing interesting, mind-blowing events. Okay, so right now, what I want you to do is I want you to just think and just make like a mental note. What are some of the memorable events that you have attended? It can be a wedding, it can be like a social event, it can be a cultural event, it can be just about anything. And I want you to think about event that you have managed. Okay, you have helped manage in some way, in the smallest way pun tak apa. And perhaps a memorable event that you did not attend, you did not manage, but you have watched, either from television or on social media or from afar. So think about this inside your head. Let's go to the next point. Okay, wait, yeah. All right, so this is what we're going to do now, yeah. Pause sekejap. I want someone to read lah the instruction. Okay, throughout these slides, I would like all of you to pay attention to all the WH questions. You will notice that all the WH questions have been highlighted in different color. Okay, they're in maroon, in dark maroon, or this color we call it burgundy. So you would notice how we use WH questions when it comes to planning events. Okay, so I want someone to read for me. Can I get Aja to read? Aja, you're new, is it?
Yeah, I'm new.
Hi, Aja. Aja,
Hi.
I'll get to know you by letting you read. Okay, can you read?
Which one?
What's-
Which one I need to read? This
You
one, what makes an event?
Yes. Are you from Borneo?
Yes, of course.
Oh, which part of Borneo?
Sandakan,
Sandakan. You know, I can sense from the logat.
the slang.
Yeah, the slang somehow. Yes, I can
Yeah.
always tell if someone is from Borneo. Okay, Aja, can you read this? And you need to read the whole thing.
Oh, okay, Kent.
All right.
What makes an event memorable?
Mhm.
You will be watching 3 promotional videos of different events.
All right.
In each video, you will have a question to answer.
Okay.
Here's video number 1.
Mhm.
What do you think the event is about?
Mhm.
Number 2,
Mhm.
where do you think it was organized?
Okay, all right. Thank you, Aja. So I'm going to show you one promo video of one event for now. Afterwards, we're going to watch the second video and then the third. And in each video, there will be 2 different questions that you need to answer, okay? So now let's watch the first video first. Wait, sorry. I have to go back. Okay, got it. Wait, yeah. Okay, that's the third video. Second video. Okay, this is the first video. All right. Yeah? Can you hear the sound, people? Is it clear?
Yes, I can
Okay.
hear it.
All right, I'm going to
Yes.
continue. The sound of the video also boleh dengar kan?
Yes.
Okay, I'll play. Okay, all right. So, what do you think the event is about? Anyone would like to try and share their opinion? What do you think? What's the event about?
Run.
Colour
It's
event.
about
Run,
the
yeah, Mr.
color
Cheryl, run. Run for what kind of run? What type of run is this?
I
Run?
think it's like fun run only, right?
Yeah,
teacher?
it's a fun run, about 5 kilometers. And what else was interesting did you notice about this fun run?
It's very
Colour,
colorful.
colourful.
It's the
It's
color
colorful.
run.
It's a color run, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we organized this in Malaysia as well. Of last
Yeah.
few
Yeah,
years, if I'm
yeah.
not mistaken, kan?
Um,
Yeah. Did
yeah,
anybody
in-
join?
My students organized this event in UPM last time.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
because it became sort of a trend somehow.
Yeah,
To have
last 2
this
years.
color run. Yes,
Yes,
last 2 years,
correct.
I think Malaysia organized this. Okay, where do you think this was organized? That is given there. Where was
Las
this
Vegas,
organized?
teacher.
In Las Vegas, yes, United States of America. So, mostly they would have color run or any type of run like this when it's summer, because summer is always nice to run out in the open for the Western countries. In Malaysia, because we have like summer all year, so basically we can have run anytime that we want. Kan? Right, let's go to the second video pula. Okay, the second video. Okay, this one, it's very, what do you call it? This is quite significant for Malaysia when it comes to tourism as well as promoting the culture or ethnicities in Malaysia. So in video number 2, what you're going to do is you are going to think about the event, what's it about, and who do you think is the target audience when this event was held, okay? It might be familiar to some of you. Let's watch the video. All right. So what is this event about?
Maybe it's more on traditional music. It's culture. Is
It's
it culture music?
Yeah, it's
Traditional.
called the Rainforest World Music Festival. And if I'm not mistaken, we organize this every year. And in Sarawak, right, Mr. Sharul? This event is organized every year in Sarawak, the Rainforest World Music Festival.
Village.
Yeah, in the village, is it? Mr. Sharul?
Yes, Sarawak Culture Village.
Yes,
Tubong.
yes, the cultural village. Yes. So, um, it combines different kinds of music, but mostly the traditional music. Also plus they have jazz sometimes, so it's a bit of a fusion, cultural, modern, and just basically to promote the special and unique culture of Malaysia, mainly in Sarawak lah. Yeah. So, who is the target audience, do you think, for the Rainforest Music Festival? Who's the target audience?
Tourists.
Tourists, yes, because usually tourists would come to Malaysia specifically for this rainforest music festival. Tourists mostly, exactly. Other than tourists, what do you think? International tourists lah usually. Who else would be the target audience?
Local people.
Local people, music lovers, yeah. So those, when you're planning events, you must always have a target audience in mind. Who are you planning this event for? Okay, so good. Now, if you notice, at the end of every promo video, they would have names of their sponsors or their partners. So usually when you're throwing events, that's what you do. You collaborate with other firms or other what do you call it? Um, companies, and that's how you can get events to go big. Or else, if it's just you with no other collaboration, you cannot extend the event to many people because you have issues with budget, with engagement. That's why for big events, you always have a lot of sponsors and a lot of collaborations. Okay, let's move on to the next video. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is the third video, also a local video. Okay, so for video number 3, I want you to think about what the event is about, of course, and why is this event held annually, every year. Kita what do you call it? Hold this event, except for this year lah, because of the pandemic. Right, let's play this. So these are the sponsors. Okay, so what event was that we just saw?
Lecture di Langkawi, teacher.
Yeah, Le Tour di Langkawi. Exactly. It's such a big event, yeah. What is the event about?
Cycling.
Cycling, yes, and you draw cyclists from all over the world. Again, this is good revenue for Malaysia because when you have cyclists, international cyclists, and all coming in, so meaning they are investing in our economy lah, because they have to pay for participation fees and things like that. And why do you think is this event held annually?
Because it's got like support from all the participants every year.
Yeah,
And
it's
also to promote is a good platform to promote our country,
Mhm.
our beautiful country lah.
Yes, true. And because it's one of the ways that our economy can go up, because people would pay to come here, right? So it's one of the way to boost the economy through events like this, big events. Okay, so let's see what's next. I think it's poll time. Okay, it's poll time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing for a while. And let's go for poll. Okay, so what I want you to do is I'm going to share a poll and I would like you to vote. There are 2 questions. Okay, number 1, which event would you most likely be interested to attend based on the videos we just watched? And number 2, which event would you most likely be interested to manage? Remember, yeah, number 1 is attend and number 2 is manage. Okay, let's see. A lot of you voted for Color Run. Okay, come on, keep it moving. So number 1 is which one you want to attend. Number 2 is which one you want to manage. Okay, I've got how many people so far? I've got 3 people who's voted. Can we get more people to vote? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you. So I should be looking at 9 votes. Okay, 6 people have voted. 7, good. 2 more, 8. And one more. I need 1 more voter to vote. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. Let's look at the result. Okay, so most of you would like to attend Color Run. Yes, it seems like fun. And when it comes to managing, most of you would also like to manage Color Run. Can I get some views why? Why would you like to manage Color Run? Anyone would like to share? Anybody who voted for Color Run? Why do you think that it would be interesting to manage Color Run?
Release tension.
Yeah, release
I
tension.
think
You think, yes?
it's a fun activities.
Hmm?
It a fun and enjoy a program and activities.
Mm-mm. So it will be fun to manage also, is it, Amy?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What about
And it's
rainforest?
easy
Yes. Okay.
to
Sorry.
get participants.
Hmm? Easy to get participant. You are right, because a lot of people would be interested to join fun run. They may not be interested in a marathon, but fun run can attract all people from all walks of life, right? Okay, what about Rainforest Music Festival? Two people say that they would like to manage this. Who are those two people? If you don't mind telling me. Or would you like to share why you think that it would be interesting to manage Rainforest Music Festival? Anyone would like to share? Why Rainforest Music Fest?
I think since I like music,
Hmm?
something like that, so I want to organize Rainforest,
Mhm.
and then I want to introduce more about our culture to the tourists. So
Mhm.
from by managing this event, I can do that.
Yes, you can do that. Correct, Liana. Okay, thank you for sharing. All right. Okay, now let's go on to the next agenda of us, everybody. Okay, I'm going to share the screen again. Okay, so next, let's look at next. What's next? Here, what I would like you guys to do is, you are going to go to this website. I'll be sharing the website in our chat box, or you can just go to, you type Answer Garden, and once you're there, you will need to insert this number. And I would like you to answer, what do you think is the most essential tips to plan a successful event? What would be, ada pasembur pula ni. What would be best? For example, I think a to-do list is important. Okay. So what about you? What do you think? Can you guys just try typing? Boleh ke?
Budget,
What's that?
budget, budget.
Budget. Yes. Okay, Amy. Budget. Can you guys just try? Can you somehow type here from my screen, or cannot? On your screen, I mean. Are you able to type on your screen?
I can't,
I
teacher.
cannot.
Or you can? Okay. Can everybody just quickly go to Answer Garden and then type in this number 2147256. You can type there. So I can see the list coming out here. Okay, so go to Answer Garden, and then once you're there, the number is 2147256. Okay, if we can all just go over there, let me open Answer Garden. Okay, so the number again you need to put is 2147256. 2147256. That's our number, yeah? Okay, if you've just typed out, let me just see. Where's my Answer Garden? Copy. Let's see what we've got here. We've got, a lot of you said budget, yeah? Because budget is the biggest. So if you see the one or the word that's the biggest, meaning most people answered that. So what else?
What
To-do
the code? I didn't get the code just now.
Okay, the code is 2147256. 214-7256. Okay, what else? Besides budget, besides to-do list, what else do you think is important to plan a successful event? So far, I've got on the list only budget as well as to-do list. What else?
How to get in the what the
What else? What do you think? What else do you think matters to plan a successful event? A proper plan. Okay, someone said a proper plan.
how to get in Teacher Aimee to the
Yeah.
answer garden.
Uh,
How to answer,
if you cannot, I'll share.
how to get in the answer garden?
Okay, I'm going to share the, what do you call it? The link, yeah?
Search.
Okay, if you're having problem, Amy, you can just check in the chat box. I have shared the link if you cannot join manually. Okay, I have shared in the link. Right. What else do you guys think makes an event successful? Proper plan, to-do list, lagi apa lagi, apa lagi? Going to share screen. Okay, let's see if we've got new answers. Events purpose and budget. Very good. Events purpose. Yes, purpose is very important. Interesting activities. Correct. Location also important. Very good. Can you see what's on the screen, everyone? Yeah. So I think this is everybody. Has everyone written? Two of you believe that event's purpose, the objectives are the most important and it can make sure that the event is successful. Two of you believe that budget is the most important thing to make an event successful. Someone mentioned proper plan. Someone mentioned location. Yes, I think somehow, let's say you were to have an event in Sunway Lagoon, for example. Obviously, that would draw a lot of people to come just because of the location sake. Sometimes even if the entertainment is hambar, you know, like a bit meh, but just being in Sunway Lagoon would make people excited. So you are right, location plays an important role. Having interesting activities definitely would make the event interesting. And of course, to-do list, yes. Two people. I also believe having a to-do list is important. Okay, all right. So let's go to the next slide now. After this, remember, you are going to plan your event. Okay, we've got all this we can look at now. All the thing, goal and objective, yes. Sponsor, someone said sponsor, very good. Theme, good. Having a wonderful theme would actually help as well. And then venue, location, correct. So these are all important things to consider when planning an event. Okay. Okay. Right now, what I'm going to ask you to do is to watch this video. And this video talks about the top priorities when planning events. And we can discuss after this if we agree with this video. Okay. So let's watch this.
Planning an event can be stressful, and the perfect solution to reducing stress is a complete checklist that helps you make sure that nothing falls through the cracks.
There you go. Checklist number 1.
Here's a basic event checklist of the top 10 things that must be considered for managing any event. Number 1. Event goals. What are the 3 to 5 goals that your client wishes to achieve? Getting these defined early on can provide clarity even before you start the planning process. Number 2. Event budget. What is the overall budget, and how is it broken down by specific cost items? Number 3. Your team. Who are the key members of your team, and what role will each one of them play? Number 4. Event venue. What venue is perfect for your event, and does it meet your schedule and cost targets? Number 5. Event program. What is the agenda for the event, and are all the topics covered? Number 6. Catering. How will food and beverage be managed at the event? Number 7, entertainment. What are the entertainment needs for the event, and which team member will lead this? Number 8, guest invitations. How will invitations be designed and delivered to the event guests? Number 9, event wrap-up. When will teardown happen, and who will manage this? And finally, number 10, event feedback. How will you collect retrospective feedback at end of the event to review what worked well and what didn't? We hope you found this checklist useful. To learn more about event and wedding planning, check out our blogs and videos at the International Institute of Event Management.
Okay, so now, did you notice that, what did you notice about the checklist that we did not mention in the answer garden just now? We mentioned goals, we mentioned venue, we mentioned budget, we mentioned checklist, but what did we not mention?
Catering.
Catering, yeah, it's funny that no one talk about food, yeah, somehow. So food always plays an important role in an event. What else?
Entertainment.
Entertainment, yes. Entertainment can be in the form of music, can be in the form of games and activities. Color run, having the color powder spreading every now and then when you run, that's the entertainment, you know. Okay, so those are some important checklists or to-do lists when when coming up with events. Okay, all right, so here we are going to learn some vocabulary. The who's and the hows. Remember in the previous video, it mentioned that you have to be aware of your team members and their roles. So here we are going to learn about the roles and the team members, what each team member have to do when it comes to event. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you about 2 minutes. If you could just match the word and the definition. Okay, so 2 to 3 minutes. Try to find the matching word and the definition. After 2 to 3 minutes, we're going to discuss, okay? Okay, all right. So let's discuss. Who would like to try the first one? A guest list. What is it?
Salisa, right?
Yes, Alisa, what is it?
G, a list of people coming to the event.
Yes, a list of people coming to the event, VIPs, entertainers, celebrities. So that's a guest list. Number 2, catering. What is it? Anyone?
Me, Ija.
Yes, Ija?
The people making and serving the food for an event.
Yes, the caterer, right? Caterer plays an important role for an event as well. All right, what about an MC? What's an MC?
Me, teacher.
Yes, Wawa?
It's refer to H, a master of ceremonies, the
Mhm.
person who present and introduces speakers onto the stage.
Yes. Do you know any famous MCs in Malaysia? That we
Yeah, Ahmad Fitri Yahya, Pizza
Yes. Fiza Sabjahan. And then we always have Adibano MCing events as well.
Dr. AC.
Not the AC, yeah. So MC plays an important role when it comes to making sure the event is not dry. Mr. Shahrul, can you hear me? Mr. Shahrul? I hope Mr. Shahrul can hear me and your connection is all right. Okay, let's go to number 4. What is a room setup?
I.
Yes, Siti. I.
A.
Okay.
A arranges the furniture and decoration in a room for an event.
Yes, okay. So you have a setup. For example, based on the theme lah. For example, someone requested that for their baby shower, right now having baby showers or organizing baby showers are very famous or is done by a lot of people in Malaysia. So what is a baby shower? What's a baby shower? Does anybody know?
An event before the mother give birth.
Yeah, so they sort of like it's like a gender reveal. Sometimes during their baby shower, they also have gender reveal. Either it's a boy or a girl, so they let the whole family know. And once you're doing or throwing a baby shower party, usually you have specific room set up that you would request how you want it to be, balloons here, balloons there, and things like that. So room setup is very important in making sure that the theme or the thema of the party can be seen. Right. An announcement would be an easy one. What's an announcement? Announcement is which one, people?
Me, teacher.
Yes.
Lisa.
Yes, Alisa. What is it? What's an announcement?
I think F, to do something that someone else was doing.
Announcement, is it?
I think E, teacher.
Yeah, announcement is
Oh.
E.
Yeah.
Kan, when you want to announce about the event, you always have a message to tell people about the event. So either you go on social media, you post, or you promote on radio. So you make an announcement of the event. Because what's the point of having events if you don't announce it? So announcement is also very important when it comes to having or planning an event. Okay, stick to something. What is
Me, teacher?
yes, Siti?
Okay, to continue with a plan without changing it.
Yeah, so usually in a team of people planning events, you have plans. So you always want to stick to your plan because so if you do so many changes, it's going to burden you as a team. So you always say, let's stick to the plan we have made. Right. What about take over something? What does that mean?
Me, teacher.
Yes.
To
Yes,
do
Wawa.
something is F, to do something that someone else was doing.
Yeah. So for example, you have an event manager, but that event manager falls sick, for example. So you have the assistant taking over. So taking over ni macam mengambil alih tugas seseorang. Okay? Right. And last but not least, to have someone in mind. What does that mean?
C, teacher?
See,
To be thinking of choosing someone for a job.
Yeah. So for example, you can say, I have Fetri Yaya in mind as an MC. So that's what it means. Okay. I have who? I have Khairi Jamaluddin in mind as the VIP for our event. So that's what it means. Okay. Let's go to more. We have more vocabulary after this. Okay. Still in the who's and the hows. So these are example of tasks that you would do as a team when you are planning event. So A, book rooms. B, create a post for a blog. This is when you want to promote. You create invitations based on your guest list. You create posters. You decide who to invite. You find good MCs. You invite your guests. You organize live music for entertainment. You organize food and get good caterers. You plan the setting of the room. And then social media. K is very important now in our era. When you're planning an event, it's always important to have social media engagement. This is how you spread the news. This is how you get sponsors. And sponsors are usually interested to sponsor an event when they know that the event has a lot of engagement. So banyak orang datang, banyak orang respond to the Instagram post, for example. So that's how sponsors would be interested to sponsor because they also want people to know their brand, their names. So social media is very important. And lastly, what you need to do is once you have decided on the guest list, you have, especially the MC, you have to reserve them. Okay, so this is the who's and the hows based on the current situation of planning events. But of course, right now we don't always have a lot of events going on given the current situation. But still, because of social media, everything can be done virtually. Right now, let's go to the protocol. Okay, what's the meaning of protocol, people? Anybody knows?
Is it procedure during event?
Yes, Salisa, is the procedure of event. When do we have protocol?
Especially during the opening ceremony, especially
Mhm.
when you invite someone, a very important person, VIP like Khairi Jamaluddin. So we need to follow the protocol.
Yeah, so especially when you have royalty, you have the ministry, people, the minister from the ministry, and very important people, you must always follow protocol. So the protocol doesn't only start during the event, it even begins before the event kicks off. And then during the event, you have to execute all the mentioned protocol that you have planned. And even after the event, there's also still protocol going on. So can I get someone to read some of the protocol when we have events with VIP? Who would like to read? Anyone would like to volunteer and read? Can I hear from Shahira? Shahira Fauzi. Shahira, can you read, Shahira?
The protocol managing event with VIP.
Mm-hmm.
First, formal invitation.
Mm-hmm.
Second, dress code.
Mm.
Third, MC salutation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fourth, seating arrangement.
Yep.
Five, red carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Six, press statement release. Seven, officiation by VIP. Eight, separate dining area. Nine, token of appreciation. 10, media coverage. 11, welcome gimmick.
Yes. So out of these 11, there are actually more, yeah, but I've only mentioned 11. Out of these 11 events or protocol do's and don'ts, which ones are you having trouble understanding or you've not heard before? This is the first time you're hearing it. Are you familiar with all the terms?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, yeah. What do you know about dress code? So what's one of the most common dress code involving VIP usually?
Wearing coat.
Wearing coat, yes. And there's a certain color to avoid, kan, when we have VIP? What color should we avoid when dressing up?
Yellow.
Yellow, yes. When we have VIP, especially the royalty, we shouldn't be wearing yellow because that's the color of the royalty. And dress code is usually formal when we have VIP. What about salutation? What's the meaning of salutation?
Salutation is referred to like in Malay we call it yang berbahagia.
Yes, the titles, right?
Yes,
So in Malaysia, we're very particular about titles. So MC salutation must always be right, and they have to go according to the order of the status of that person. So let's say you were to invite a minister or the prime minister, he has to be mentioned first, and it goes below, depending on their status. Okay, so just for your information, because I am sure you have been involved in managing events with VIP somehow at some point in your life. So these are just added value or added information for you. Okay. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay. I want to show you this. This is an example of a very high profile event. Do you know these people?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. Yes, teacher. Who are they? Who are they?
The MJ and also KJ.
Yeah. So do you know what event this was?
Basically for TMJ, of course, it's about football.
So this was the launching of the stadium, the newest stadium in Johor.
Okay.
Okay. So this was a really high profile event. And let's just I'll show you a snippet of it, a video of it. Yeah, hopefully we can see. So you can imagine the budget involved lah. Yeah. Can you hear the sound? Okay, let me just repeat, yeah. I want you to pay attention to the WH questions that we just went through. The who is the target audience, what's the purpose, where and when, and how did they use entertainment to promote this event. Okay, so.
Saya resmikan Stadium Sultan Ibrahim Iskandar Putri dengan rasmi.
Okay, so what did you notice about the event? Who is the target audience?
Those who love football.
Those who love football and footballers, football fans, and those who support JDT, right? What kind of entertainment did you notice were being put forth or were on display? What kind of entertainment?
I think it's a sing performance, right, teacher?
Yeah, they invited a singer. It was Leona Lewis, and she's an international singer from the UK. So she was flown all the way from the UK to sing at the stadium, right? And there were also fireworks, right?
Best what? My drum.
Sorry, what is that, Liana?
Best apa? My drum. So
My drum.
There's a group of people that play the drum. What we call?
Yes, the band. Is it the marching band?
Yes.
Okay, there was a marching band, very good. There were fireworks. And did you see the two tigers running at the top of the stadium there? What do we call that? Those were not real tigers, obviously, but what do we call that kind of display, the light display?
Mascot.
Yes, they were mascot because Harimau Malaya, and of course they use laser lights yeah, to project images. So they had 2 tigers running around through laser light. So that was the projection. Okay, I'm sure this was a very expensive event, but because it's TMJ, he can afford it. Right. Okay, so these were the people in attendance. These are all VIPs. Okay. And now, before you go to your final reading and speaking activity, let's do one more poll. Okay, where's the next poll? I want to go to the next poll. Boleh tak I buka poll ni ya? Sekejap. Okay, let me just, can you see anything on the screen?
No, teacher. I can't
No.
see it.
Okay, right. Let's go here. What about now?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, I would like you to choose one. The most important factor to make an event successful. Only choose one. What do you think makes an event successful? Okay, one out of the, how many choices I have here? I have 7. I want you to choose one. Okay, right. I'm going to end the poll now. Let's see what most of you say. Okay, so can you see? 50% of you believe that having budget, yes, budget is the criteria that makes sure that an event is successful. I'm not going to disagree. It's true, when you have a lot of money, you can spend on a lot more things. Okay, so 25% of you believe that having good objectives will make sure that the event is successful. Good. And finally, MC, you are right, because I feel like if you have good MC, even though an event is quite dry or mundane, they can somehow breathe life into the event. Okay, so budget, objectives, and MC. Very good. Right. So are you ready for your speaking task? This is your turn to plan an event. Let's look at what you're going to do. Okay. So your job is, okay, let's see. I would like someone to read again for me. Who would like to read what you're supposed to do? Your turn now. Who can read? Let me see. Can I get, Aja has read. Mr. Sharol, could you read, Mr. Sharol, what you're going to do after this?
Teacher, I think he can't hear.
Oh, yeah, ka?
Yeah.
Alamak. Okay, but you guys can hear me, can?
Yes, we can, teacher.
Okay. All right. Can I get Wawa? Can you read, Wawa?
Okay, sure. Okay. You are a team of a professional event planners and you are planning an event for your clients with a starting budget of 10,000 ringgit Malaysia based on the nature of the event. Present a proposal to impress your clients.
Okay, so here you're going to do what? Present a proposal based on the event assigned to you. Okay, so here you see this woman is panicking. This always happens, yeah, when you are the event committee, someone will go on a panic mode. Let's look at what you'll be presenting, but before that, remember the WH questions. These are 6 things I would like you to consider in your proposal. So number 1, what are the objectives? Number 2, who is your target audience and who would be in your guest list? You can mention a few important ones, the VIP, if you have VIP. Number 3, I would like you to think about when and where, meaning the location, the time of event, and the duration. Okay. And then number 4, I would like you to think about what else to include. You don't have to mention all. You can mention just a few or just one more added information. For example, you can talk about the food, you can talk about the decoration or the room setup, or you can also talk about entertainment. So depending on what your group would like to talk about. And number 5, how to promote your event. How are you going to advertise it? And what are some of the protocols that you are going to use if you have VIP? And finally, you are going to convince us why your event would be a successful event. So these 6 things to consider in your proposal, I will share it in our group afterwards, in our WhatsApp group. So let's look at the events that you'll be planning. Okay, so here are the 3 events. Number 1, you are going to plan a fundraising event for B40 school children. All right. Number 2, a thank you dinner for frontliners. And number 3, a campaign for environmental awareness. So these are 3 different events that will be assigned to 3 different groups. And based on what you have been assigned to, you are going to put all 6 into consideration in your proposal. Okay. Does anyone would like to volunteer for an event that they would like to talk about? Or I shall assign manually, perhaps. Yeah. So let me just put you into breakout rooms. How many do we have? We've got, how many of us? 8 participants. So let's have 3 breakout rooms. Okay, create. Salisa and Siti, just the 2 of you. Oh, even Aja and Mr. Sharo. Okay, why not? We have only 2 rooms then. 2 rooms and only 2 events. Okay, so room 1, we are going to have Aja, Wawa, Salisa, and Shahira Fauzi. And room 2, we're going to have Liana, Sharol, and Siti. So I'm going to assign room 1, Aja as the leader. And Aja, your event would be, which one do you want, Aja? You get to choose because you're the leader.
Can I look back the event, the choices of the
Oh,
events?
sure. Wait, yeah, I thought I was sharing. Let me just share again. Okay, this is the list, Aja. All right, Aja, which one would you like?
It's better that a thank you dinner for frontliners.
Okay, thank you, dinner for frontliners. Good. So that's for room 1. Room 2, Liana, you'll be the leader. Which event would you like?
Maybe a campaign for environmental health.
Environmental awareness. Okay, boleh? All right. So room number 2, you are going to talk about environmental awareness, a campaign, and how you're going to have an event for that. All right. So remember, 6 things to consider here. Okay, I'm going to be sharing this in our WhatsApp group. So you have about 10 minutes for preparation. And at 10 o'clock, we'll come back to the main session for you to present your ideas. Okay, so remember that each team should spend about 4 minutes to explain what their proposal would be like. Okay, so you have 10 minutes for preparation and 4 minutes for presentation. Do you have any questions before I put you into your breakout rooms? Any questions? No, yeah? So I'm going to put you in your breakout rooms now, and I'll be sharing the info in our WhatsApp group. At 10 p.m., we are going to come back to the main hall and discuss. Okay, have fun. Okay, I'll assign Amy to room 2. All right.
Do you have divided us to a group?
Yes, Amy, is that you? Yes, I have. Who is that? Amy, is that you? Amy, are you able to join?
I don't know which group I am
You're
in.
in room 2, supposedly. Are you in room 2?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
Because I lost. Yeah.
let me just put you in. Wait, yeah. Okay, I'm putting you in room 2 now.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. See if you can join them. Amy, if not, can you just leave and join again, rejoin, and then I will assign you. Amy, are you able to join? Okay, are we ready? Can we start with group number 1, which is a thank you dinner for frontliners? All right, yeah.
I start first. Is it okay? Everyone?
Okay, I'm okay.
Okay,
Alright,
so I'm going to start the clock. Ready, Wawa? Okay, go.
Right. Hi, good evening, everyone. So we are from group rooms number 1. So what event that we propose today? We would like to propose a dinner for the frontliners. Okay, why we want to organize this event is because we can see that the frontliners sacrifice everything, contribute so much thing during this pandemic. So we would like to appreciate them for what they have done through these 2 years of the pandemic. Okay, so yeah, so who gonna join attend this event is the frontliners that we choose, and we will invite them through email or a letter to them. It's around 100 to 150 frontliners, okay, and will join us. All right, so and not only that, we also will invite our Ministry of Health Ministry, which is YBKJ, to do the opening ceremony, because we know that YBKJ is the person who in charge everything like the vaccination and everything during this pandemic. So he is the important person that we should invite to be our VIP and of course be the opening of the ceremony. All right, so I pass to my friends to continue with next to continue with this presentation. All right.
Thank
Okay,
you,
I'm
Wawa.
Salisa.
Salisa.
I'm Salisa, so I will continue. Okay, so the locations and the dates that we are choose for this event is the events will be held on 31st December 2021. Because of normally the big events we have on the December. So the event will be arranged at the Marriott Putrajaya, and because of the all minister stay nearby the Putrajaya. And then the menu, we target to have a menu and entertainment for this event, which is the dinner is more to the Malay cuisine. And then we also will invite the singer, which is Dato' Siti Nurhaliza. But don't worry, because of this is for the frontliners, so Dato' Nurhaliza will sing freely to all the visitors, all the audience. Okay, I think Ija will continue.
All right, thank you, Salisa.
Okay, how I'm gonna promote this event? I mean, how we gonna advertise this? Thank you for our frontliner. So we gonna do by I think you guys know that nowadays we are doing like media socials. So we're gonna promote with these media socials or radio or television. We're gonna use this platform to advertise this our event, and then we put some protocols on it. Maybe because we advertise through media social, so we afraid that publics suddenly they want to join this event, but unfortunately they cannot join because this is only for those who are received these invitations by us. And then number 6, why would we think that this event can be successful? Because first, we already get our budget, and then second, we choose the nearby place nearby with the nearby. And then third, the most important thing is our entertainment is by Dato' Siti Nurhaliza. That is the most important thing.
That's the key of
yes,
of a successful event, yeah. Huh?
Correct. So we think it can be successful.
Okay.
So that, thank you for that.
Any more? I thought Shahira, are you in the group as well?
Yeah, but actually they already talk all about it.
Okay, what else can you talk about, Shahira? Let me see if you've missed out anything. You've mentioned where, what, when. Let's see what else. Location, time, how to promote. Okay, Shahira, maybe you can talk about, maybe elaborate a bit from what Eja mentioned. Besides Dato' Siti Nurhaliza, why else do you think the event would be successful?
The number 6, I need to talk about why the event need to be a successful, or why this event will be a successful actually.
You can talk about, based on your friends' discussion, you can tell me one reason why you think your event would be successful.
Would be successful.
One, because you have Dato' Siti. And then what else?
Shahira, maybe can talk about our ministry, KJ, Health Ministry.
Yeah, because in this event we invite our ministry, and And he can give motivation to the frontliner that what they do during the MCO, and maybe they can give the courage, right?
Give them encouragement.
Encouragement to them, because they work really hard, and that maybe that's one of the why our event will be successful.
Okay, all right.
Our
So
invitation,
your guest
with
list would be
yes.
your success factor. Yeah, you've got Siti
Yeah.
and you've got KJ. Perhaps you're right. Okay, now let's go to the second group. Are you ready? Second group, you are going to present on, but you've got Mr. Sharul who's coming in and out. Liana and Siti, right? You'll be presenting on how you are going to carry out a campaign on environmental awareness. Okay, right. I'm going to start the clock now.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone.
Salam.
So, event that I will organize is a campaign for environmental awareness. So the main objective of our environment is to educate general public about importance of the environment to us, to humans. Next question is about who is target audience and the guest list. So our target audience is all the community, as we want to educate. So we will include the audience from the primary, secondary, also preschool and university students. So next is who is our VIP guest. So we would like to invite Ministry of Health, as it's related to health. So
everyone wants to have KJ, yeah, to anything, not necessarily health, but anything we can invite KJ. Okay, all right, Lena, continue.
Okay, then someone that have a background about environment, or like lecturers from the any university. So he or she can have a talk about the environment. And also we want to invite someone, a public figure, I don't know who, public figure that always educate people on environment.
Maya Karin does that a lot.
Oh, okay. Maya Karin. So I would like to invite Maya Karin to our event. And next is when and where the event will help. So we decide to help the event at Dataran Merdeka, Kuala Lumpur, because the place is big and suitable, so many people can join. And next, the duration for our event is 3 hours, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So during that time, we have many activities to be held, such as early in the morning, we would like to have Zumba, talk, and for the kids, we like to coloring contents, and the last event, lucky draw. So I believe that lucky draw will attract more people to come to.
What will your main prize be to attract people in the lucky draw?
As the budget is bigger, so we decide to the first prize with the bicycle Because nowadays people love cycling, I guess. So the second prize would be a rice cooker for mother.
Okay.
And the third one would be what? Maybe 500 ringgit or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
So that's I have done my part, so I will pass to Shahira.
Okay. Siti?
Okay. Okay, so I will talk about what else. For example, menu, decoration, and entertainment. Okay, so because Liana said this event is will do for all the communities from kindergarten until the adult, right? So our menu is so our entertainment is like Liana said, have many activity. Maybe we can say we have like promote renewable energy and then campaign about proper waste disposal, and then stop wasting water also. So and then the menu is maybe we can promote to organic food for healthy and chemical free food, and then we try to provide with ban plastic. Okay, and then for decoration maybe we can do the about more on health and then environmental, and then how to promote, right? The second is
Yes.
to promote. Okay, so maybe we can join with others community with environment for such as Global Environmental Malaysia, and then Sahabat Alam Malaysia to spread more about this campaign. Okay, maybe throughout to university, government school or international school, and then kindergarten, and then why this event will be successful. Okay, as we know, environmental is important. Okay, it's important. So from that, we need to give our future children with a good environment. Okay.
Why do
Because
you think it will be a success for this event?
okay.
What's the X factor of the event?
Because we have lucky draw.
Okay, you have lucky draw.
Oh, and then like Liana said, we have a grand prize, for example, bicycle, so that the people will attract so that one is will attract people to join our lucky draw and win the bicycle, and then all the appliance that is free of
charge.
maybe free of, and then for environment lah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Thank you to both team. Mr. Shahrul, I think Mr. Shahrul cannot join in the discussion because he was having connection problem. All right. Congrats to both team for being able to present a decent proposal in a short amount of time. Of course, there were some things that you could improve, but I understand that you're given not too much time. People would take weeks actually to come up with this proposal. So for you to have done a decent job in about 10 minutes, so I'm happy to hear that. All right, so best proposal presentation goes to, what do you think?
Number one.
Team one, because we have a Datuk Siti Nurhaliza.
Because you're Siti Nurhaliza, because KJ, both teams have KJ kan. So anyway, it's I would, I mean, to be fair, because team 2 they only had 2 people, so maybe we can give a win to both team this week. Okay, so what I wish I could see clearly from both teams was which one was it? Yeah, maybe I wanted to know reasons, like firmer or stronger reasons why you think your event would be a success. Perhaps not entirely because of Datuk Siti, but why else would it be successful? Or KJ, and why else it would be successful? Okay. Other than that, do you have any questions about event management that you would like to ask me? Okay, so this is the end of our class already. We've come to the end. Let's just go for a short summary or Q&A session. Do you guys have any questions or anything you would like to share maybe about our topic for the week? Anything? Okay, let's go back to the first slide that we saw today. The most memorable event that you have witnessed. What was it? Or you have attended? Anyone would like to share?
Let me try.
Sorry, Salisa?
Okay, the most event that memorable is company event. This is the first event that I joined because before this I never joined the event company because of held on night. So I prefer stay at home with family. But because I forced my boss, so I go. And then the team for the night is professional. It is all the yang datang tu nama dia apa? Audience, is it?
The guest. Remember the guest list, right? So
the-
guests.
Also the guest coming is means all the company staff. And then also they also invite the means the clients lah, partner, company partner. And then they give the awards to the best performance for staff. I think that's my memorable event because the first I attend the dinner because of previously I prefer to stay at home and didn't join any event. That's all.
So your first time going out and seeing people, right, Salisa?
Yeah.
Good. Who else would like to share? Let's have one more person sharing. Your most memorable event.
I want to share
Yes, Siti.
memorable event yang which I managed. Okay.
You manage, okay. So this was the one you managed, all right?
Okay. It's not a big event, but it's my brother wedding. Okay. And then my mom asked me to like wedding planner. Okay.
Yeah.
So all the guest list, all the what we call activity, and then the hantaran. I don't know hantaran in English what hantaran, what are
In
the
English, okay.
tentative. So I need to I managed to make the event is memorable with all the sanak saudara,
all the families, all the relatives, the relatives.
the relative. Okay, and then provide them with a good event with room, and then from morning until end of the event, all my relative is quite happy, quite satisfied because all the program or activity is according like I instruct in tentative.
You've got a tentative. Okay, that's good.
And then we have it's like it's not trial in like what we
Is it
call?
like a rehearsal?
Yes,
Rehearsal.
rehearsal.
Mhm.
Okay. So the rehearsal and then the actual event is the same.
Mhm, mhm. So you had the rehearsal first, then you had the
Uh-huh.
actual event, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So
all right.
all the activity is all the plan plan event is going okay, smooth.
So you're happy. I'm sure you must have been relieved once it was over, right?
Yes.
Being an event planner, it's such I would say it's such a stressful job because you have to make sure that everything goes to plan. You have to make sure that all your team members are functioning well. So actually, being an event manager or an event planner is such a stressful job, but it is you have a lot of self-satisfaction because you can see whatever vision you have, whatever innovation that you have in mind comes into reality in front of you. So even though it's a stressful job, it gives a lot of self-satisfaction. And being an event manager actually, for today's time, for nowadays, can give you really good profit. That's why a lot of people from the corporate world, they actually resign from their 9 to 5 job and they do their own businesses in terms of event management. So I know a lot of people, they quit their day job just so that they can become event planner. Doesn't matter lah, wedding planner ke, a corporate planner ke, but it's something that they ventured into and they get a lot of profit from it. Okay, so in case you're thinking about a job switch, maybe you can consider event planner as one of your choices. All right. I cannot handle the stress, so I don't think I would ever venture into event planning in the current time. All right. Okay, so that's all for tonight. Our topic on event management and event planning. Hopefully, you would get to plan your event. It can be a simple reunion event or family day event, but yet that gives you a lot of self-satisfaction when you get to plan and you get to execute. So try it out now that we know some of the ways to plan events. Okay? So I will see everyone next week, inshallah, yeah? This is the end of our class tonight. Have a good week. Stay safe. If you're going on a trip somewhere, remember your SOP and take care. All right, everyone?
Thank
All right, thank you, teacher.
Okay, so we'll call it a night. Happy weekend and have
Thank
a
you,
happy week.
teacher.
Okay, bye-bye. Assalamualaikum.
Good night.
Good night.